Alright, it's 8:09 Tuesday. Injured walk, because it's not a weighted mile walk, my normal walk, but I'm walking with out the weight and lower speed and lower incline because of the tendon in my left leg and abdominals after the walk. Yesterday I walked 2.0 to 2.1 for about 0.8 miles, 23 minutes, my normal time. Didn't really affect the pain or discomfort of my tendon, so I'm going to continue on that path, relatively the same, 1.9 to 2.1-ish. But I got to keep the fluid moving, the nutrients going down there, just as long as I'm not doing anything to make it aggravated more so it hurts, say, more after the workout, or hurts more during the walk, or hurts more tomorrow and the next day, you know. So you want to just peel all your shit back down to the basics. And well, like my arm, you know, like when I hooked weeks ago and I threw my whole arm out from the chest flies, I didn't stop working out. I just pulled everything. I took the workouts out that was directly affecting it, and then all my other workouts I kept going the same, and I just lowered the weights and reps and kept working out to the point where, again, it didn't aggravate everything to make it more painful or more aggravated or more inflamed, but kept the fluid moving, the nutrients going, and I think it healed up a lot quicker because I have in the past just stopped working out, like the, you know, medical industry will tell you, stop working out, ice it, and all this other bullshit. But no, just continue working out, just dramatically lower everything, because you want to keep the fluids moving there and the nutrients getting there to heal it up quicker. I mean, if you completely tear something into oblivion or bust your arm or some shit, then obviously stop. And, you know, unless you need a cast on it or some shit or surgery, then you don't stop working out for the, you know, a month or 2 months or 3 or whatever the hell it takes to heal. But, you know, if you just wing dangle yourself and, you know, do a mild sprain or something, or, you know, just pull something slightly or whatever, continue doing shit. Just, again, how do you feel before, during, and after every rep, set, exercise, and workout in total? So let's get to the walk before I have to end up pissing again. Alright, same thing, lower everything, walk, yada yada yada, all that bullshit. Alright, get the eye bugs out of your eyes from the night before, and, you know, get the fluid moving under your eyes so you got no bags. Seems like everybody nowadays, being as fat as they are, they got these giant fucking nasty looking. I remember years back, you know, they talked about bags under the eyes when people were more skinnier, you know, people would have these giant bags. And, well, having the bags under your eyes is just proof that you don't move as much as you should move. Because if you moved as much as you should move, it moves the fluid and cycles everything in your body the way it's supposed to be done, which in turn, you wouldn't have as dramatic bags, if bags at all, under your eyes. So, but this helps move the fluid away. Again, don't push, just lightly just rub your finger across underneath your eye and it helps move the fluid. You know, just like a lymphedema massage for your leg or arm. It's more of a light, very light. It's certain procedures on how to do it, but in all reality, I mean, just, you know, lightly rubbing up, this is moving lymphedema fluid through my arm right now. See what I mean? So, okay. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. Giant nightmare. the fucking hell am I doing? Alright, this one's good. Alright, of course no fucking sun. Alright. We'll have to throw it in the mouth, don't guzzle it. Alright. He's already running. I turned him on earlier, so I don't have to remember to turn him on. Because again, you know, just because you turn it on, it's still going to measure heart rate and movement, so it's going to add that up normally. You know, you don't have to, just because you turn, like, say, running on the workout routine, it's still going to measure all your metrics as you move. So it's not going to, you know, mess anything up in any way, shape, or form. Indoor walk. Okay. Alright. And check the pressure of the watch band. Alright. Hopefully 23 minutes again. And then, yeah. Alright, start at 2. 0 incline, making sure. So we'll run on 2 for, you know, however long I need to heat it up enough, and then possibly bump it up to 2.1 if it feels alright, bump it up to 2.1. If I feel that 2.0 is aggravating after a couple minutes, then I'll drop it to 1.9 or 1.8. But the best way to heal something, in my opinion, is to not stop. You'll just dramatically lower everything, because you want to still get the fluid, the nutrients to the area. Sitting around with your leg up in the air is almost, you know, they say put your legs up to lower the inflammation, and well, all you're doing is basically draining the fluid from your leg. Well, which is fine if it takes, you know, a little inflammation out, reduces pressure if your leg's swollen. But if you don't have any swelling in your leg, I think putting your leg up is fucking stupid. Because you want the fluid to get down there to clear out the toxins and bring the good shit. So I think a lot of procedures those morons tell you about, or crap you read on Google, which Google's just a manipulating nightmare from hell. So you can't basically believe anything on Google. It's all on how you feel. Figure it out on your own. It's not hard. If I can fucking do it, anybody can do it. Literally, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You hear that all the time, but it's really true. 81 beats, right on money like it was. 2 minutes in. What the hell song is this? Burping's good. See? Moving, gets fluid, gas is moving. Which is good. If you gotta burp, you gotta fart, do it. Don't be ashamed of burping and farting. It's better out than in, right? Fuck all the people around you. People worry about too much what other people think about them. You're at a gym working out, don't feel ashamed to be in a gym working out. You're improving your own self. Fuck everyone around you.
are those dipshits? All it does is screw with your brain. As much as I hate doing the slow walk because it's not doing the cycling of fluid that I like, but it's moving it enough. But see now, 2.0, it felt a little aggravated slightly at the beginning of the exercise, at the beginning of the walk yesterday. No discomfort right now at all. The whole 4 minutes so far. But I'm gonna ride this for another couple minutes just to get where it needs to go. You never want to stop moving something that's supposed to move. That's what you always see, hear, or you read about if you injure something, oh, stop working for so long, working out for so long. But then eventually you got to start up again. And then they want you to do all these dumbass stretches to prevent the healing of the tendon or whatever from being too tight and then losing range of motion. Well, I got an idea. Don't stop. All this rehab shit, and then I like you go into rehab, which fuck rehab. I think all those people are morons. All I do is go in there and stretch the shit out of you, cold stretch you, which I firmly don't believe in cold stretching at all. So something's not heated up, and the nutrients and the fluids aren't there to make it stretchier and spongier. You're gonna fuck shit up. And then what is that? It just cycles you back into that dumbass therapy office again. So you just spend more money, and then the cold stretch you again and fuck more shit up. Whoever said cold stretching is a stupid people, absolutely stupid. They don't know the mechanics of the body, or let alone their own body. Even if you're a healthy person, 100% healthy, nothing wrong with you, still don't want to cold stretch your shit. You think, oh well, the tendon's in my body and it's already juicy, it's already loose. Figure it out. Do it one way, then do it another way, then do it one way for a while, then do it another way for a while, and figure out which way is better and feels better. Is makes you looser, non-loose, which your shit's too tight, or it gets looser better, like quicker, or is looser from like walking. Do a mile walk. Cold stretch your dumb ass for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks after, get on the treadmill. Don't run, walk. Walk for about anywhere from like 2.4 to 3.0 speed for about a mile. No weights, no incline, and then do your workout. And tell me how much looser you are compared to cold stretching. It's like a rubber band. Perfect example, right? Yeah, take a rubber band and exercise it a little bit, mildly. Well, then you can get a further, deeper stretch out of it. Or grab rubber band and just pull on it. It'll stretch like the other one did, but you can dramatically tell the one you've loosened up is more pliable. Oh yeah, that's tendon's feeling really good. I'm at 0.32 miles, a little over a quarter mile. 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 minutes in. Heart's at 84 beats. At like 11 minutes or so, I'm going to jump it up to 2.1 and then see how that feels for a good minute or two. If it aggravates it, I'll drop it down to 2.0 again and ride that out. There's a reason why walking is the most important exercise on the planet. Damn, I really love fucking walking faster. Really get you moving and motivated and juiced up for an extra weight stuff. "30 seconds to 11 minutes and then jumping up to 2.1. Not one twinge or twank or wank or feels great. And 11 minutes, 2.1. Now I'll evaluate it through the next 2-3 minutes. Either the watch distance is, ahead by 0.02, or it's behind by 0.02, or 0.03, or this says 0.42 and that says 0.395. 1 minute in 2.1 speed, 0 discomfort. So I'll evaluate after another minute, and then another minute, and then another minute. And I'll ride that to maybe like either all the way, or when I get to basically 20 minutes in, I might go to 2.2, but I don't know if I will or not, because I don't want to have to aggravate it at all. You just want to heat it up. Always keep your arms moving even if you're walking a swole like this, because just the little movements bring more fluid to the area. Minutes, 2 minutes into the 2.1 speed. Still feels good. So I'm going to run this for the next either 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm probably going to leave it here. Because again, the goal is not to beat the stupid out of it. goal is just to put nutrients to the area so it heals quicker. And I'm not saying ice and heat don't work. Ice and heat works. But I don't know. I'm still tossed up on that whole thing. I like using heat more than ice. I think it works a little better. If you just think about it, if you ice something, yes, you're going to lower the inflammation, but you're also basically freezing. You're cooling down the tissue in that area, which causes all the metabolic process of everything in that area where it's colder moves slower. So yes, you're reducing the tissue inflammation, but you're reducing the flow of the nutrients to the area to heal it. I think that's the reason why they, after a certain point, they say ice it for 15 and then heat it for 15, or alternate ice and heat. So you lower the inflammation with the ice. And you crank the heat on it and then speed up your cells and everything to get the nutrients there. Over the past decade, I've been using infrared and near-infrared light, the red light therapy and the infrared light therapy. This shit really works good on my spine. Look, my spine is just, oh! And not even an ibuprofen or an opioid, even for that matter, like numbs it, you know, heals the pain out of it. Putting a red light and infrared light pad on it. Only problem is you gotta like leave it on there for a long time, and even when you take it off, you'll still have pain relief, but it won't last that long. I don't know, it all depends on the pain. Sharp pain, dull pain, gripping pain, throbbing pain. If it's certain types of pain, the pain will stay away. But if it's other types of pain, you gotta, again, figure this stuff out on your own. It's, everybody's body is slightly different. I mean, we're all the same, but not everyone's dealing with certain issues as other people, and like my body runs different than pretty much everyone else's, because I got 3 serious issues that are all fucking me up in different ways. Somebody else on the planet could have the exact same 3 issues that I have, but their body could run slightly different. You know, atmospheric pressure affects everything as well. Cold weather affects everything else. Humid weather affects everything else. Dry heat is the great shit. Doesn't mess with most things. Like living in the fucking desert. That's the way to go for arthritic people. Which is the reason why old people live in Arizona. Minutes in, 7 minutes after start, 2.1, and still feeling good. So I'm going to ride this out to 23 minutes. I'm at 0.622 distance. About 0.1, almost 0.1 away from 3/4 of a mile. know what helps you unless you try it. I spent well over a decade trying to figure out what helps me. I constantly read shit and try shit. It's the only way you're going to figure out if it helps you or not. Not just going to the doctor getting a pill or a shot. You're a moron. Let me just tell you that straight up. You're a dumb shit. The medical industry is designed to keep you coming back. That's the whole cycle of that nightmare. Which is the reason why. Why? There are no cures. If there were cures, wouldn't be a medical industry, would there? So everything they tell you, more than likely, is designed to get you back. Unless you go for like other things, like a broken arm. You go for a broken arm, you get it casted, and then you're basically done until you get the cast cut off. Stuff like that's the only, and like emergency care, right? Emergency care, like emergency surgeons, save lives, and majority of the time, it's not something you go back and back and back for. That's the reason why that dumbass COVID thing is so profitable. You morons keep going to get shots. Grow a brain and figure yourself out. Stop letting other people do it for you. People that don't have your best interest and just want like colonoscopies. That's like a quick $6,000 in the gastroenterologist's pocket. Doctors make the most off of procedures. That's why they're a little ropey into the procedures all the time. Hey, let's get one of these. You need one of these done. You need one of these done. You need one done yearly. Oh my God, I do? I almost smacked the shit out of the last gastroenterologist I saw. That's all I wanted to do is just chase me around the fucking, whatever the hell those scopes are called. 1 minute to 23 minutes, and then drop it down to 1.4. Another minute, drop down to 0.8, and I'm done. I'm basically at 3/4 of a mile right now. Well, according to him, I'm at 0.81. So. Sick person, you've been chronically sick for at least 5 years, and you don't realize the medical industry is a joke. There's something wrong with you. And if you think I'm wrong, well, you are an idiot. .3 minutes, 1.4. Nice. Basically, 0.85 here, we're at 0.796, 97, 98. So basically 1/10 of a mile, like yesterday. But I'm 20 calories less because I ran 2.1 earlier. .8. .8 is just designed to bring your heart back down to roughly pre-workout levels. 81 beats. 80. 103 active calories burned. So roughly 20 off, which makes sense because I ran 2.1 about, I was at 5 or 6 minutes earlier. Done. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm just saying evaluate yourself before you go dump a bunch of money. Because most things when you go there for are useless. Well, when people have like panic attacks, mild or severe panic attacks, right? Most people think they're having a heart attack, right? And that's almost one of the most common reasons people go to the ER thinking they're having a heart attack. But it's just a panic attack, especially if they've never had a panic attack before. And that's just a cool 5-10 grand in the bank for the hospital. And it's like the doctor almost seems like it's like, what am I doing this for? You're an idiot for coming here because all you do is have anxiety. So again, pay attention to what's going on, before you go dance into the hospital. Again, I'm not saying if you're freaked out or whatever and, go, whatever, it's up to you, it's your body, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm just saying, most of that shit people go in for is if they just waited at home for like an hour, they'd realize they didn't need to go. I'm not just talking about anxiety, I'm talking about other things as well, like with my pulled tendon, right? Somebody'd go to the emergency room or call their doctor up and go over there and have them do some type of scan on it, or they'd immediately throw you under the x-ray machine, which is X amount of money, and then they'd take one of those ultrasound things, because those things see tendons better than most, I'm guessing, besides like an MRI, and that's another X amount of money. So I don't know. Anyway, people are quick to jump to the medical industry for shit when it's really not needed. That is my walk today. 106 active calories, 0.88 miles, and I'm at 74 beats, which is right on target. I start at 73 to 75 beats is what I usually start at when I'm feeling at my best. So now I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'll be doing abs, which takes about 28 to like 35 minutes, 36 minutes, depending on how long I sit here and talk like an idiot. And because I gotta put my weights on, it takes a couple minutes. So anyways, I'll be right back with abs.